Hi everybody, first update of the new year. Managed to get 5 seconds with when it wasn't raining to get the bike off the stand and get the stand out of the garage. As you can see, it's all the bits are going on. We did a test stick this morning with those tank badges I got, because they don't quite match the shape of the tank, and I think the guy I got them off must have already bent them a little bit because they're aluminium. You could anneal them and probably bend them a tiny bit more, but it's so brittle I think you'll probably snap. Now when I was looking at YouTube about setting up the speedo when we get it wired up, I never realised it didn't have a temperature gauge or oil pressure light. So I picked up this little temperature. You can't see the screen because it's still got the sticky on, because I think I'm going to paint it. I shall spray this black. I had to do a little extension piece on the bracket, but I'm not painting anything at the moment because it's so damp and cold. Paint's blooming. You can see it on the mudguard, bloomed a bit. I think I'm probably going to cut this off and just do a bracket, straight bar bracket. I don't like this arrangement. Yes, I picked that up for about £6. It needs it's for to go in a dash. So it's I need to seal that hole up, and we'll put a bit of heat shrink on there. Paint this, take that bracket off, repaint it. So it don't look too bad. And I picked up one of these button, well, I've ordered it, should be in the next couple of days, little button red oil pressure light, which is 12mm. So I'm hoping to drill, like I've drilled there, drill through the web so I can sink the light into that, or put it somewhere else. Now, it wouldn't hurt if it went in here or on the other side. I'm going to try and fill it up with a bit of coolant and get some oil in it today. I need to get a little bit of petrol in the tank, make sure that's sealed up okay. I've still got the issue of where the guy drilled these out for the clamp that goes over the top. I've got the same issue on the other tank which I was rubbing down. Can't get the bolts out of that, so I think I'm going to drill that. See, that's the tank that came off the original bike. Was it? No, that was the black one I bought that had the big flipping lump of filler in it. But that is my ignition key fits that. I tried to take that mechanism apart to fit in the other bit. I can't get it out. Don't want to break it, so I'm going to get that one off and fit it on here, rub it down, fit it on here. Now, you know when I if you see my other video where I lacquered the tank, and you can see in this light, you can see the brush lines that I put on there, and it all looks fine. When the sunlight's on it, there's loads of scratches going crossways, and I don't know if there's been a reaction with the lacquer or what. You couldn't see it, but so you can't see it now. In the daylight, you'll see it when it's outside. Sun catches it, it's all crazy and going all the way across. It looks really bad. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. Whether I'm going to have to re-rub it down. The other cock up, I haven't got the seat bolt down yet, but the 2 bolts I put through here, I welded 2 nuts onto the little metal plate that was in here. So I've got 2 bolts that go straight up through there, nice and easy. But because you wouldn't believe they line right up with the tailpipes. What a wanker! So you're going to end up having to take these off or sliding back slightly to get the seat mounted properly. Now, I know it won't, once all the wiring's done, there should be no reason to take the seat on and off, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But so another bloody, that's the trouble, you know, if you can remember these things for the next bike you do, if you do another one. I've got to set the suspension up. There's so much information on YouTube, and they're going on about how you measure the rear wheel on the centre stand, then on the ground, and then with your weight on, and then there's an equation in there for working out the distance once you're sat on it for adjusting the rear shock. And so we can do all that. Oh, you're not looking too bad. It's hard to get used to the difference of having low exhaust pipes to the upswept exhaust pipes, and the shortened back end. It all looks a little bit weird, especially with the long forks. Is it unique? I don't know, but it's definitely different to what I'm used to. But it's not looking too bad. Definitely meaty. Anyway, I'll try and get a picture of it outside when the weather dries up. It's not going out there at the moment. Okay, bye.